Peanut butter. It's more than just a spread, it's a lifestyle. Whether you slather it on toast, dip your apples in it, or eat it straight off the spoon, we all know it's the true MVP of the snack world. And get this, Americans spend nearly $800 million a year on peanut butter alone. That's a lot of peanut butter sandwiches. But have you ever wondered how this creamy, nutty goodness makes its way from the humble peanut to your jar? Well, get ready for a nutty adventure. Let's crack open the story behind peanut butter. And here's a wild thought. If you took all the peanut butter Americans eat in a year, it could actually coat the floor of the Grand Canyon. Yes, you heard that right. The entire floor of the Grand Canyon covered in peanut butter. Talk about a sticky situation, right? Welcome to the birthplace of peanut butter, America's peanut farms. These fields stretch as far as the eye can see, and every year they produce an astonishing 3 million tons of peanuts. To put that into perspective, that's enough peanuts to fill the Empire State Building not just once, but several times over. These farms, located primarily in Georgia, Alabama, and Texas, aren't just lucky, they're perfectly positioned. The combination of warm climates, sandy soil, and just the right amount of rainfall makes these states the ideal peanut-growing powerhouses of the nation. It's no wonder that more than half of the peanuts grown here are destined for one delicious purpose: peanut butter. But peanuts aren't like most nuts. They don't grow on trees like almonds or walnuts. Instead, they grow underground, tucked beneath the soil like hidden treasure. Each peanut starts as a flower above ground that bends down and burrows into the earth to mature. It's a fascinating process, and when harvest season arrives, farmers use specialized equipment to gently pull these golden pods from their sandy hiding places. This moment is pure magic. As the soil parts, you see rows of golden pods clinging to the roots of the plants, nature's perfect little packages. It's a delicate process, but with the help of modern machinery, farmers can harvest thousands of peanuts in a single day. But harvesting is just the beginning. From here, the peanuts are whisked away to processing facilities, where the real journey begins. Once they arrive, the first order of business is cleaning. These peanuts are washed, dried, and sorted to ensure only the best pods make it to the next stage. Picture this: massive machines meticulously sorting through thousands of peanuts every minute. Any pod that doesn't meet the grade, whether it's too small, cracked, or discolored, is immediately removed from the line. It's a process that prioritizes quality above all else. Then comes the shelling, a step where advanced technology truly shines. Imagine this: a single machine shelling up to 15,000 peanuts per minute. That's faster than the blink of an eye. These machines are so precise they can separate the peanut from its shell without damaging the nut inside. It's like cracking open an entire bag of peanuts in the time it takes to grab a spoonful of peanut butter. And yet, speed is only part of the equation. Quality is still king. Every peanut that makes it through the shelling process is carefully inspected again. Discolored, damaged, or misshapen peanuts? They're swiftly removed from the line, because when it comes to peanut butter, only the best will do. It's this commitment to excellence that sets the foundation for the creamy, nutty perfection we'll follow through the next steps. Now, this is where the magic truly begins. Roasting. It's more than just heating up peanuts. This step is what turns an ordinary legume into the rich, aromatic base for one of America's favorite spreads. Without roasting, peanuts would taste bland and raw, lacking the depth and complexity we associate with peanut butter. The secret lies in these colossal industrial ovens, some of which can hold over 5,000 pounds of peanuts at a time. Imagine a house-sized oven with peanuts tumbling in synchronized rotation, exposed to heat so precise it's controlled down to the degree. Here's where it gets fascinating. The temperature inside these ovens hovers around 350 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to caramelize the natural sugars in the peanuts, creating that unmistakable nutty aroma. This process, called the Maillard reaction, is where science meets flavor. As the sugars and proteins interact, they unlock hundreds of compounds that give roasted peanuts their deep, complex flavor. But it's not a one-size-fits-all process. Every peanut butter brand has its own roasting profile. A lighter roast brings out subtle, buttery notes, perfect for those smooth, mild spreads. On the other hand, a darker roast intensifies the flavor, creating a bold and slightly smoky taste that's ideal for crunchy varieties. It's an art form in its own right, with roasters constantly tweaking time and temperature to get it just right. Once the peanuts are perfectly roasted, they're funneled into industrial grinders, machines so powerful they can process hundreds of pounds in mere minutes. This is where the roasted peanuts begin their transformation into the creamy or crunchy goodness we love. High-speed stainless steel blades pulverize the peanuts, breaking them down into a smooth paste. And here's where the magic happens. As the peanuts are ground, their natural oils are released, creating that silky texture without the need for heavy additives. Think of it like this. Each peanut particle is reduced to just 2 microns. That's thinner than a single strand of human hair. This ultra-fine consistency is what gives peanut butter its signature smoothness, making it easy to spread on toast or blend into recipes. But what about the crunchy version? That's where the process takes an extra step. Once the paste is ground to perfection, larger roasted peanut pieces are added back into the mix, creating those irresistible bits of texture in every bite. This meticulous grinding process isn't just about texture, it's about unlocking flavor. The heat generated by the grinders enhances the roasted peanuts' natural oils, intensifying their nutty aroma. And here's a fun fact for the trivia lovers out there. Peanut butter wasn't always this smooth. Early versions were much coarser, but advancements in grinding technology in the 20th century gave us the creamy, dreamy consistency we enjoy today. Even after all this high-tech processing, the human touch is still essential. Factory workers sample each batch to ensure the texture, flavor, and consistency are exactly right. Because at the end of the day, no machine can replace the precision of a trained palate. From roasted peanuts to velvety smooth paste, this is where raw ingredients are transformed into something extraordinary. And while it might seem like a simple process, every step, from roasting to grinding, is a carefully orchestrated dance of science, artistry, and innovation. Peanut butter may start with peanuts, but the magic happens when the other ingredients join the mix. Let's talk about sugar and salt, two simple additions that take the natural nuttiness of roasted peanuts to the next level. Sugar adds a subtle sweetness that keeps you reaching for just one more spoonful. Meanwhile, salt enhances the peanut's natural flavor, making each bite more balanced and satisfying. It's not too sweet, not too salty, just perfectly peanutty. But here's the kicker. It's all about precision. The amount of sugar and salt added isn't random. It's calculated to the gram, ensuring that every jar delivers the same iconic taste. Whether you're spreading it on toast or scooping it straight from the jar, that familiar flavor is no accident. It's science in action. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. To make sure peanut butter stays creamy and spreadable, especially after sitting on your shelf for weeks, a small amount of vegetable oil is added. This stabilizer prevents the natural peanut oils from separating and rising to the top of the jar. Ever opened a jar of natural peanut butter and had to stir it like you're mixing paint? That's because it lacks stabilizers. Regular peanut butter solves that problem, so you get a smooth, ready-to-eat experience every time. But if you're a purist, natural peanut butter might be your go-to. These versions skip the sugar and stabilizers, giving you a pure peanut experience. Sure, you might need to give it a good stir before spreading it, but for some, that's all part of the charm. It's simplicity in a jar, with nothing but roasted peanuts and a pinch of salt, if even that. The trade-off? A shorter shelf life and a little more elbow grease before you can dig in. And let's not forget about consistency. Peanut butter isn't just about taste, it's about texture. Every batch is carefully monitored to ensure it's neither too thick nor too runny. If it's too thick, spreading it becomes a chore. Too runny, and it won't hold its shape on a sandwich. Striking that perfect balance is what makes peanut butter so versatile, whether you're slathering it on pancakes, swirling it into oatmeal, or enjoying it straight off the spoon. And here's one more fascinating detail. The final mixing stage isn't just about blending ingredients, it's also about aeration. During this step, the peanut butter is churned to incorporate just enough air to make it light and easy to spread. Think of it like whipping cream, but for peanuts. It's the little things like this that take peanut butter from good to extraordinary. So, the next time you spread peanut butter on your morning toast, take a moment to appreciate the balance of flavors and textures that go into every jar. From the precise mix of sugar and salt to the stabilizers that keep it creamy, every ingredient plays a role in creating that perfect peanut butter experience. And we're just getting started. There's still so much more to uncover on this nutty journey. Alright, so we've got our peanut butter fresh off the line, and now it's time for the most important step of all, quality control. This is where the experts step in and make sure every single jar is as perfect as the last. You see, even though we've got machines working at full speed, it's the human touch that makes sure the peanut butter is just right. Factory workers, wearing their crisp white lab coats like peanut butter professionals, are busy inspecting small containers filled with the latest batch. A technician picks up a spoonful of peanut butter, like it's a tiny scoop of creamy gold, and places it into a special texture testing machine. They're checking for that smoothness we all love, making sure it spreads easily on toast and doesn't just sit there like a stubborn blob. Meanwhile, another worker's measuring the viscosity, which is just a fancy way of saying, is it the right thickness? Not too runny, not too stiff, just perfectly spreadable. It's all about getting that texture just right so every jar delivers the same creamy experience, whether it's the first spoonful or the last. Then come the adjustments. This is where the real magic happens. Experts, with their taste buds fine-tuned like peanut butter sommeliers, taste a sample of the batch and take notes. Maybe they decide it needs a tiny bit more oil to smooth out the texture. Or perhaps they adjust the salt to strike that perfect balance between savory and sweet. Sometimes it's the tiniest tweak that makes all the difference, adding just the right amount of sweetness or salt to make the flavor pop. Each adjustment is made with the goal of perfection. After all, we want every jar of peanut butter to taste like the first scoop, smooth, fresh, and delicious. Consistency is key, and these experts make sure every jar on the shelf is as good as the last. Because when you grab that jar of peanut butter at the store, you want to know it's going to taste exactly the same as the one you had last time. Alright, the peanut butter looks great, but before it hits the shelves, it's time for packaging. Think of it like sending your peanut butter on its final journey to your kitchen, fresh and delicious. High-speed machines work like peanut butter ninjas, filling each jar with exactly the right amount. No overstuffed jars here, just the right amount for everyone. As the jars glide down the assembly line, they arrive at the sealing station. The lids are applied with precision, sealing in all that creamy goodness. That airtight seal locks in freshness, so when you open the jar, it's just like the first time you tried it. Perfectly spreadable and ready to go. Next up, labels. Robotic arms place them with precision, ensuring they're perfectly aligned. The label has everything you need to know: brand, ingredients, and nutritional info. So, when you grab that jar off the shelf, you know exactly what you're getting, whether it's creamy, chunky, sweet, or salty. The labels are applied carefully, no wrinkles or misalignment. We want those jars looking pristine. After all, you want your peanut butter to look as good as it tastes. And now, the grand finale, packing. With the jars sealed and labeled, they move to the packing station where each jar is packed with care to prevent accidents during transport. Bubble wrap level care. Now the peanut butter is ready to hit the road and make its way to your local store. When you open that jar at home, it's as fresh and perfect as the moment it first rolled off the production line. With the jars sealed and labeled, it's time for the final stage, distribution. The jars are carefully packed into boxes, each box holding a perfect stack of jars ready to make their way to homes across the country. Each box is packed with precision, ensuring that the jars are secure and cushioned to avoid any damage during transport. These boxes are stacked onto pallets, and forklifts carefully move the pallets to the loading docks, where they're prepared for shipment to distribution centers and stores. From here, the journey continues. Trucks filled with pallets of freshly packaged peanut butter roll out of the factory, heading to supermarkets and grocery stores near you. Whether it's a small local shop or a massive chain store, these trucks are on their way to ensure the peanut butter is available to consumers everywhere. From the factory to your kitchen, peanut butter is packed with more than just deliciousness. It's a powerhouse of protein. In every 100-gram serving, you get 22.5 grams of protein, making it a solid choice for refueling. Sure, it's a bit low in methionine, an essential amino acid, but don't sweat it. It's not a deal breaker. And who knows, a little less methionine might even help you live longer. At least if you're a rat. Peanut butter is also low in carbs, making it great for keto diets. And those healthy fats, like monounsaturated fat, can help with insulin sensitivity. Plus, it's full of vitamins, minerals, and fiber, like magnesium and vitamin E. Want to keep it healthy? Choose natural peanut butter and watch out for moldy bits. Aflatoxins are a thing. However, when choosing your peanut butter, go for natural if you can. Just check for any moldy bits, because sometimes it can harbor aflatoxins, nasty mold toxins. Or opt for almond butter, which is a bit more nutritious and just as tasty. Peanut butter might be delicious, but its production can cause some environmental headaches, like deforestation and water waste. As more land is cleared for peanuts, forests take a hit, and inefficient irrigation can drain water and pollute rivers. Yikes! Thankfully, there are fixes. By using existing land, saving water, and ditching harmful chemicals, peanut butter can be made with less guilt. Oh, and eco-friendly packaging helps keep those plastic bottles from piling up. So next time you grab a jar, know that peanut butter can still be good for the planet, just like it's good for your taste buds. And there you have it, the peanut butter journey from farm to jar, all wrapped up. From its roots in American culture to the meticulous process of creating the perfect spread, it's clear that a lot goes into making this creamy delight we all know and love. And while we savor that smooth, nutty goodness, it's great to know that there are also efforts being made to keep things sustainable for the planet. So next time you spread some peanut butter on your toast, just think about the journey it's been on, and enjoy every bite. How many pounds of peanuts does the average American consume every year? Is it A, 5 pounds, B, 10 pounds, C, 20 pounds? Bingo! Congratulations. The answer is B, 10 pounds. Yay! On average, an American consumes about 10 pounds of peanuts every year, most of which come in the form of peanut butter. According to industry reports, the average American eats about 6 to 7 pounds of peanut butter alone annually. When you add in other peanut products like snacks, candy, and roasted peanuts, the total peanut consumption comes close to 10 pounds a year. It's a pretty impressive number when you think about how much peanut butter is part of the American diet. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun facts and behind-the-scenes content. See you next time.